Every time you order a product online, fill up your gas tank, or even check the latest tech gadget prices, you're seeing global trade in action. But right now, the rules of the game are changing faster than ever. From trade wars and supply chain chaos to the rise of new economic superpowers, what does the future of global trade really look like? And how will it affect your wallet? Let's break it down. The global trade landscape today. Global trade today is dominated by three heavyweight players: the United States, China, and the European Union. Together, they control over 60% of all global trade, but the balance of power is shifting. China's rise. China is no longer just the world's factory. It's now the world's largest trading nation, with its Belt and Road Initiative expanding influence across Asia, Africa, and even Europe. U.S. response. The U.S. is pushing friendshoring, moving supply chains to allies like India and Mexico, while keeping tariffs on $350 billion of Chinese goods. EU's role. Europe is caught in the middle, trying to balance trade with China while aligning with U.S. tech and security policies. But here's the problem. Globalization is slowing down. Trade growth has dropped from 6% annually pre-2020 to just 2% today, thanks to tariffs, sanctions, and geopolitical tensions. Emerging markets to watch. While the big players fight, new winners are emerging, and they're rewriting the rules of trade. Vietnam and Southeast Asia. The new factory of the world, Apple, Samsung, and Nike, are all shifting production here to avoid China risks. India. With a booming tech sector and cheap labor, India could overtake Germany as the world's third largest economy by 2030. Africa. Countries like Nigeria and Kenya are leapfrogging into digital trade, with mobile payments and startups booming. But it's not all smooth sailing. Corruption, poor infrastructure, and political instability still hold many emerging markets back. The question is, can they fix these issues fast enough? Trade wars and geopolitical risks. Trade used to be about economics. Now it's about national security. Just look at these flashpoints. U.S. versus China. Semiconductors, EVs, and AI are the new battlegrounds. Biden's CHIPS Act blocks China from advanced tech, while China retaliates with rare earth metal controls. Russia-Ukraine war. Food and energy prices skyrocketed after sanctions disrupted Russian oil and Ukrainian grain exports. Middle East tensions. Houthi attacks in the Red Sea forced ships to avoid the Suez Canal, adding 10 extra days and 15% higher costs to Asia-Europe trade. The bottom line? Geopolitics is now the #1 risk for global trade. Companies are scrambling for backup plans. But at what cost? The future of trade, 2025 to 2030. So where do we go from here? Here are 3 game changers. Digital trade. Blockchain and AI are making cross-border payments faster and cutting fraud. Digital currencies could replace the US dollar in some trades. Green trade wars. The EU's carbon border tax will punish polluting imports, forcing countries to go green or lose access. Regional blocs. Forget the WTO. Countries are now forming mini-alliances like the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, IPEF, to bypass global rules. One thing's clear, the future of trade won't be global. It'll be smarter, faster, and more fragmented. Whether you're a business owner, investor, or just curious, global trade changes will hit your life. So what do you think? Will globalization survive, or are we heading for a fractured world? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this breakdown useful, smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video on AI's $1 trillion impact on jobs. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.